Good morning. Welcome to Daily Dash, day 38. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, and let's make it a great day. So yesterday we were talking about a couple stories, the Dash of Reconnection by Ralph Olson and Making Your Dash Matter by Rob Klinger. We're reading from The Dash, Making a Difference in Others' Lives, Your Lives, by Linda Ellis and Mac Anderson. And now we're reading the stories of how the poem, The Dash, has impacted people's lives. And so today we're going to be reading Changing the Lives of Those Around You by Jim Jones and The Power of the Present by Lauren Halperin. And then we basically have one more day left of this book. And then we'll be going on to another book that I'll have to decide, and I'll put together a playlist for. So if this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And if you like the content, please like and subscribe for more. I've been putting together playlists. So this particular playlist is called The Dash, and you can watch it in sequence to watch. At the very first episode, we'll have the actual poem. And then after that is a series of different stories and about the Dash itself. And so I think it's very interesting. Prior to that, we read from a book called, basically it was about change by Brad, and it's about rugged flexibility. And then prior to that was Holy Moments. And so I have different playlists for that as well. So please check those out. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's make it a great day and hope everything's going wonderful for you. Changing the lives of those around you. When we lost my wife's nephew, Keith, to brain cancer at age 9, I interviewed those who knew him best. His principal had lost his wife to cancer. He was so affected by Keith's struggle that he resigned to become a grief counselor. Keith's mother went back to college and became a pediatric nurse, and his brother decided to become a physician. The way Keith faced his illness and his death greatly inspired others. His dash was short but impactful. I also gave a copy of the dash to the mother of an airman, Adam, who had drowned in a canoe accident. At his eulogy, I recounted the ways he had influenced others. He was a man with a servant's heart, always helping others. His dash was full of wonderful testimonies. A friend of his, a member of the Corps of Cadets at Texas A&M University, recounted how he was going to quit after his freshman year. But Adam took off work and drove the young man around for 3 hours, inspiring him to stick it out. The young man did and is now completing his senior year and will be commissioned as an officer. When sharing his story at Adam's funeral, the young man said, "I never got to tell Adam thank you. I would have made a big mistake quitting. So now I want to say thank you, Adam." The dash provides a comforting perspective to a loss. It reminds us all to value our lives and to consider the impact we are having on others. I have been challenged to live my dash with intentionality. I am pursuing my dream and passion. I want my dash to inspire others to do the same. I want to hear, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." When my dash is over, until then, I will give the dash to those who need its message. Sometimes one choice not only changes the direction of our lives, but that of many others. The Power of Present by Lauren Halperin. Recently, I was hospitalized for a whole month. During that time, I kept thinking of the what-ifs and the whys, of how I was when I was healthy and about what would be. I truly gave very little thought to the time I had at that very moment. The dash between the time I was injured to the time I would leave the hospital became less significant to me. That is, until the nurse reminded me that the most important time you have right now is this moment. Going over the past would not heal me, and anticipating the future would not heal me. The present moment, the dash in between, is the most important time of a person's life. And then I remembered I purchased a book called The Dash, and I asked my husband to bring it to me from home. I read it over and over again and realized that I needed to worry about the time in between the dash. Looking back at that month, I learned a lot, even though I was suffering and in pain, not knowing what my future would bring. My mom, Estelle Glazer, passed in 2005, and she was born in 1935. While her tombstone lists those dates, there was so much more to her. The dash in between was about a very warm, loving mother who was there for me when I needed her. It was about her life and how she lived it in the present moment. That is what I learned from the dash, and I share it with my friends, family, and in groups I run for Healing Circles. It is truly wonderful and has taught me a lot about myself and how I live my life now. Celebrate the happiness that friends are always giving. Make every day a holiday and celebrate just living. Author Amanda Bradley. I think that's excellent. It's remembering to live in the present. And it's tough because we get busy, we get right back into some of those habits that take us away from making sure to have that balance, to making sure to have the positivity, the attitude towards others, the recognizing what that you don't see that they may be going through, and being kind and saying hello and reaching out and connecting and making sure that you don't put too much emphasis on one thing over another, that there's an understanding that this is it. This is the end of the road, as we say. You don't get out of here alive, right? So we'll finish again with a good quote and a reminder for everybody. Joseph Epstein once said, "We do not choose to be born. We do not choose our parents or the country of our birth. We do not, most of us, choose to die, nor do we choose the time and conditions of our death. But within this realm of choicelessness, we do choose how we live." Keep making good choices out there. Sometimes you make the right ones. Sometimes you make the wrong ones. Get back up. Keep going forward. Keep living in the present, the dream that you're trying to dream. Keep after it. Don't give up. God is in your corner. Make it a great day. See everybody again tomorrow. Bye.